Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something right now. There is no greater sin, no greater failure in life than giving up. I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care how tough things get, how many obstacles you face, or how many times you're knocked down. The moment you decide to quit, that's the moment you seal your fate. The moment you choose to walk away from your goals, you are admitting defeat. And let me be clear. You do not want to be the type of person who quits. You do not want to live with the regret of not giving your best, of not putting in the effort, of not seeing something through to the end. You've heard the excuses: too old, too tired, not enough time, not enough money. It's all garbage. The world doesn't care about your excuses. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you a handout. If you want to succeed, if you want to make something of yourself, you've got to do it yourself. You've got to push through the tough times. You've got to stay in the game when everyone else would walk away. That's what separates the winners from the losers. The winners never quit. The winners never give up. And if you want to be a winner, then you better get that message deep into your bones. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly why giving up is the most dangerous choice you can make and why you must always, always keep going. I'll show you why, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many people doubt you or how many obstacles you face, quitting is not an option. And once you understand this, you'll realize that there is no such thing as failure, only temporary setbacks. That, if you refuse to quit, will lead you to ultimate success. The only thing standing between you and success is your will to keep going. Listen to me carefully. The only thing standing between you and success is your will to keep going. That's it. It's not talent, it's not luck, and as sure as hell isn't timing. It's the strength of your willpower. The most successful people in this world didn't get there because they were the smartest or the most talented. They got there because they kept going when everyone else stopped. You can't afford to give up. The second you throw in the towel, you're admitting to the world that you didn't want it bad enough. Success doesn't just fall into your lap. It's a battle, it's a fight. The people who make it to the top don't quit halfway through the battle. They push through the pain, through the frustration, through the doubt. They keep going because they know that giving up is the ultimate failure. If you look at any great success story, you'll see a common theme. They never quit. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Oprah, Richard Branson, they didn't succeed because they had the best ideas, the best timing, or the best resources. They succeeded because they kept moving forward, even when it seemed impossible. They kept going when others would have thrown in the towel. They kept going when the odds were stacked against them, when they were laughed at, when they were told they'd fail. You see, you can have all the talent, all the knowledge, and all the opportunity in the world, but if you're not willing to keep going when it gets tough, it's all for nothing. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple. The successful ones never quit. They fight, they struggle, they bleed, but they never stop. You have to make the same commitment to yourself. No matter what happens, you cannot quit. The question you need to ask yourself every single day is, how badly do I want this? How much am I willing to suffer to achieve my goals? If the answer is anything less than, I'll do whatever it takes, then you're not going to make it. You've got to commit to the grind, the long nights, the sacrifices. You've got to keep going when it hurts, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, and when everyone around you is telling you to quit. The only way to fail is to quit. And that's something you can't afford to do. The world will always try to knock you down, but it's your job to get back. Here's the thing you need to understand. The world is going to try to knock you down. It's going to throw punches, it's going to throw curveballs. People will doubt you, laugh at you, and try to convince you that you don't belong. But let me tell you something. This is just part of the process. No one who has ever achieved greatness did so without facing adversity. No one who has ever made it to the top did so without suffering some setbacks along the way. What separates the winners from the losers is this. Winners get back up. Losers stay down. It's that simple. You're going to get knocked down, but you've got to get back up. Dust yourself off and keep going. The longer you stay on the mat, the further away success gets. But the more you get back up, the closer you get to achieving your goals. You can't control the punches life throws at you, but you can control how you respond to them. And let me tell you, the right response is to get back up. Every time life knocks you down, use it as fuel to push even harder. Use it as a reminder that you're not done yet. Use it as a sign that you're getting closer to your breakthrough. Don't ever think for 1 second that success is going to come easily. It's not. If it were, everyone would be successful. The road to success is filled with challenges. You'll face failure, criticism, and rejection. But if you're still standing, if you refuse to quit, you are already ahead of the game. The key to success is simple. Keep standing, keep pushing, keep getting back up. The world will try to knock you down, but as long as you refuse to stay down, you will win. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you rise. Your dreams are worth fighting for. Here's a fact, if you have dreams, they are worth fighting for. Let that sink in. No matter how big or small your dreams may seem, they are worth every ounce of effort, every drop of sweat, and every bit of your time. You owe it to yourself to pursue them with everything you've got. Too many people are content with mediocrity. Too many people settle for the life they think they deserve. But let me tell you something. Your dreams are not negotiable. They are worth fighting for no matter how hard it gets. They are worth pursuing, even when the odds are stacked against you, even when you're told it's impossible, and even when everything inside you tells you to quit. You see, when you start to dream big, when you begin to set lofty goals, you're going to encounter resistance. People are going to question your sanity. People will try to talk you out of it. They'll say it's too risky, too difficult, too unrealistic. But if you listen to them, if you let their doubts creep into your mind, you'll never achieve anything. Your dreams are yours for a reason. They were planted in your heart for a purpose, and only you have the power to make them a reality. Your dreams are worth the struggle, the pain, and the sacrifice. No one else is going to fight for them the way you can. You've got to be the one to put in the work, to keep going when it seems impossible. If you don't, you'll live with the regret of what could have been. But if you do, if you keep fighting for your dreams, you'll live with the satisfaction of knowing you gave it your all. And that's worth more than anything else. So when times get tough, remember why you started. Remember that your dreams are worth every bit of struggle and sacrifice. You owe it to yourself to keep going. Quitters never experience true success. Let me make something very clear. Quitters never experience true success. Sure, you might get by for a while. You might make a little progress, but you'll never experience the kind of success that comes from never quitting. The kind of success that is built on resilience, on tenacity, on the ability to keep going no matter what. Success isn't something that happens overnight. It's not something that comes easily. It's something that's earned through hard work, persistence, and an unwavering refusal to quit. When you give up, you rob yourself of that success. You rob yourself of the satisfaction of knowing you fought through the toughest challenges to reach your goals. The truth is, the most successful people in the world didn't give up when things got tough. They doubled down. They pushed through the pain, the doubt, and the fear. They kept going, even when it seemed impossible. They were willing to do whatever it took to make their dreams a reality. and that's why they succeeded. You can't expect to achieve anything significant if you're not willing to go the distance. You can't expect to win if you're always looking for the easy way out. Real success comes to those who persevere, to those who never quit. If you want success, you've got to earn it. And the only way to earn it is to never give up. Embrace the pain because it's the price of greatness. If you're serious about success, you need to embrace the pain. You need to accept that it's part of the process. Every success story is filled with pain, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. If you want greatness, if you want to achieve the level of success that most people can only dream of, you're gonna have to endure some pain. But here's the thing, pain is not your enemy. Pain is your ally. Pain is the sign that you're growing, that you're pushing yourself to new heights, that you're becoming better, stronger, and more resilient. When you're in pain, you're getting closer to your goals. So don't shy away from it. Don't try to avoid it. Embrace it. Use it to fuel your drive. The most successful people in the world didn't shy away from pain. They leaned into it. They used it to propel themselves forward. Pain is the price of greatness. If you want to be great, you have to be willing to pay that price. You have to be willing to endure the hardships, the struggles, and the setbacks. But I promise you, it will be worth it. Your future depends on your ability to keep going. Your future, your success, your happiness, your legacy depends entirely on your ability to keep going. It doesn't depend on how smart you are, how talented you are, or even how lucky you are. It depends on one thing and one thing only, your ability to keep going when the world is telling you to quit. The future you want to create for yourself doesn't just magically happen. You have to build it. You have to fight for it every single day. You have to put in the work, take the hits, and keep pushing forward, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Your future is not defined by your past failures. It's not defined by the mistakes you've made or the setbacks you've faced. Your future is defined by your ability to get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. You have the power to create the future you want. So ask yourself, what kind of future do you want? What kind of life do you want to create for yourself? And then ask yourself this, are you willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen? Because if you are truly committed to your future, then quitting is not an option. You are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. You may not believe it right now, but I guarantee it. Every challenge you've faced, every struggle you've encountered has been building your strength. Every time you've gotten knocked down and gotten back up, you've become stronger. You have more power, more resilience, more grit than you realize. It's easy to doubt yourself when things get tough. It's easy to think you don't have what it takes. But I'm telling you right now, you do. You have everything inside you to succeed. The strength is already there. You just need to tap into it. You are capable of far more than you give yourself credit for. The moment you stop doubting your ability and start trusting your strength, that's when you'll see real progress. That's when you'll start breaking through the barriers that once seemed insurmountable. You are stronger than you think, and it's time you started believing that. Don't let your doubt hold you back. Don't let fear stop you. You have the strength inside you to achieve whatever you set your mind to. Never quit, because you are writing your legacy. Your legacy is being written right now. Every decision you make, every action you take is contributing to the story that will be told about you. What do you want that story to be? Do you want it to be the story of someone who gave up when things got hard? Or do you want it to be the story of someone who persevered, who fought, who the choice is yours. But let me tell you this. If you want to leave a legacy worth remembering, you cannot afford to quit. You cannot afford to give up. You have to show the world that you are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams. That's the kind of legacy that will inspire others, that will leave a lasting impact. Your legacy is what people will remember you by. Make it count. Make sure it's a legacy of strength, perseverance, and determination. Write your story with the actions you take today, and make sure that story is one of someone who never gave up, no matter what. The pain of regret will haunt you more than the pain of effort. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There's a pain that's far worse than the struggle you'll go through to achieve your dreams. It's the pain of regret. The pain of looking back at your life and realizing that you could have done more, could have been more, but you chose the easy route. That kind of pain, it lingers, it eats at you. It becomes a silent, relentless companion that follows you into every corner of your life. And there is nothing more dangerous than regret. It's a slow burn that consumes you over time, leaving you with nothing but what ifs and could haves. Now, contrast that with the pain of effort. Sure, it's difficult. Sure, it's exhausting. Yes, it will push you to the limits of your endurance, mentally, emotionally, and physically. But let me ask you, would you rather deal with the temporary discomfort of hard work and persistence, or the lifelong discomfort of regret? The answer should be obvious. The pain of effort, no matter how tough it gets, is fleeting. It fades once you reach your goals, and you'll never regret the effort you put into achieving something worthwhile. You see, effort is what builds character. Effort is what strengthens your resolve. Effort is what takes you from where you are to where you want to be. Regret, on the other hand, is a poison. It stops you from growing. It stops you from trying. It convinces you that you don't have what it takes, that you aren't good enough. But that's a lie. The truth is, the hardest part is not the work. It's the decision to keep going when every fiber of your being is screaming for you to stop. The real challenge is knowing that if you quit now, if you give up on what you've been working toward, you will carry that regret with you for the rest of your life. So I ask you, what kind of pain are you willing to endure? The pain of effort or the pain of regret? The answer should be clear. Endure the effort, and you'll never regret the choices you've made. Think about it. Every time you decide to keep going, every time you push through the struggle, you are buying yourself a future without regret. And that, my friends, is worth more than any comfort you can find in quitting. Your greatest success is just on the other side of your struggle. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand this. Your greatest success lies just beyond the struggle you're going through right now. It's easy to get caught up in the pain of the present moment, to focus on how difficult things are, but I want you to see the bigger picture. The struggle you're experiencing today is just a temporary test. It's a momentary challenge designed to prepare you for the greatness that's waiting for you. Success doesn't come to those who never face obstacles. Success comes to those who push through the obstacles, who rise above the challenges, and who emerge stronger and wiser on the other side. Every difficult moment you face, every time you want to quit but you choose not to, you're getting closer to your breakthrough. That's the truth. The struggle is not an indication that you are failing. It's an indication that you are growing, evolving, and preparing for the success that's about to come. Many people quit right before they experience their breakthrough. They give up just before the moment that everything falls into place. They walk away when they're just one step away from reaching their goal. But not you. You've made the decision to keep going. And because of that, your greatest success is coming. If you're going through hell right now, remember this, it's temporary. The pain, the frustration, the doubt, it's all temporary. Keep your eyes on the prize, keep moving forward, because your breakthrough is just on the other side. The moment you push through the struggle is the moment you step into the success you've been working toward all this time. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember this. Your greatest success is just on the other side of your struggle. Keep going, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Winners are willing to go the extra mile when everyone else stops. Let me make this clear. Winners are not just people who show up. They are the ones who go above and beyond. They're the ones who push past the point where everyone else quits. When others are satisfied with doing the minimum, winners do what it takes to finish strong. They don't look for shortcuts or easy outs. They dig deeper, they put in the extra hours, they make the extra effort. They're willing to go the extra mile, even when no one is watching. You see, success is not about doing just enough to get by. It's about giving more than what's expected. It's about showing up when no one else will. About putting in the work when everyone else is resting. When you're willing to go the extra mile, you're not just setting yourself apart from the crowd, you're setting yourself up for unparalleled success. Going the extra mile is not about being flashy, it's not about seeking attention or validation, it's about the quiet, consistent effort that adds up over time. It's about doing what others aren't willing to do and doing it day after day after day. And it's that extra effort that leads to extraordinary results. So, what are you willing to do to stand out? What are you willing to do to become a winner? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Or are you willing to push past the limits others have set for themselves? Because if you are, I promise you, the rewards will be greater than anything you can imagine. Success will become inevitable, and the doors of opportunity will open wide before you. Winners don't settle for average. Winners go the extra mile, and that's why they achieve extraordinary things. If you want to be a winner, you've got to be willing to go the distance, no matter how far it takes you. So let me leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. Never, ever give up. Keep fighting, keep pushing. Your success is inevitable if you simply refuse to quit. You are stronger than you think, and your greatest success is just on the other side of your struggle. The road may be tough, but it is also the path to greatness. Don't let the pain of the moment make you forget the reward waiting for you at the end. Don't let the distraction of a hurt anchor, a pile of rollers, or snacks lead your destiny. Give nothing before your mind and expect nothing from it. Keep going, because quitting is not an option. Thank you.